Welcome, Sagittarius, to your uplifting messages. So, the advice that we have for you today is the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So, the main theme that I have initially is regarding sacrifice and delays. So, for some of you, you've been putting in the work, right? The Eight of Pentacles is someone that's mastering his craft, but as you can see in the Rider Waite version, you just see this person that's doing the same thing over and over again, creating the same product over and over again. That leads to productivity, but also that leads to perfection and also mastery. So, for some of us that may not be able to deal with the mundane, like the earth signs, right? You're just gonna need to anchor down. There's a sense of having to dig deeper within yourself, okay? And also, I feel like it's also related to your subconscious upbringing. I feel like for some of you Sagittarius, you're trying to do it all alone, okay? It's good for you to focus on your vision, for you to focus on what you're really good at. Whatever you're crafting is wonderful. That's the whole point. The advice is for you to keep on doing what you're doing. But with the Three of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, there is a sense of you're leaving money on the floor. You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving assistance walk out the door, right? When somebody's calling you, especially if you thought about this person, you're not actually letting them know exactly what you need to tell them. And that is a problem because there's a sense that you could be, again, ignoring certain situations, certain people, certain assistance that is offered to you, right? So there's a sense of not seeing the whole picture, not seeing the grand design, because what you're doing does not affect you alone. Yes, you might feel great pleasure into doing what you're doing at this time, but whatever you're doing is to affect the whole world. That's why you're Sagittarius, representative of Jupiter. With that arrow, you reach so far, but you need your energy as well. So people have to assist you. Okay? Some of you, I believe that you have become shameless because at this time there is a sense of needing to become shameless, and you are actually persisting in asking for help, which is a good thing, okay? And for some of you, help is coming in the next 3 days. For some of you, it's going to be in the next 3 weeks. For some of you, it's going to be during Taurus season that's coming up. For some of you, it's going to be the next 3 years as well. But I feel like 3 years, it means that you're going to the next level in whatever you're doing. So whether it is a project, a passion project, whether it is a profitable project, whether it is a job or a career or even a relationship. Some of you are going to get married in the next 3 years. Some of you are going to go to a high level position. You're going to have a high level position pretty soon. Some of you are looking for work at this time and you probably need to go over your resume. Okay? And again, ask for help. Okay. So when it comes to personal development, I feel like there's a sense of understanding that you are a diamond in the rough. And sometimes, you know, if we're if we see a diamond and it's covered with dirt, we're not really going to realize what it is, right? Especially if it's on the floor, on the ground, hidden by flowers, hidden by other things that looks better than what that is. It's just going to look like a rock, a dirty rock. So, for some of you, I feel like like your personal development has to do with understanding that you are a diamond in the rough, that you are much more valuable than you've ever thought. Okay? And there are certain words, I'm just going to look at the reverse section because there are certain things that you're going to need to um, unpack and see what is actually the true source of the problem. So, for some of you, your personal development has to do with dealing with greed, going into debt, bad investment, missed chance, and lost opportunity. So again, I'm going back to those Sagittarius that seems to not ask for help. There's a sense that, certain things are true here that you might have missed an opportunity because you didn't speak up. I understand that you're all about action, but sometimes you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know that your liberation or your true liberation, or, like, you might be exhausted at this time and you see that you have a long way to go, but you're still keeping your mouth shut. You're still trying to play hostage and not look around and not dig deeper and not do your proper research when it comes to the help that you need. Like, you have to see yourself as your loved one, right? Your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your daughter, your son, your mom, your dad, your grandpa. You love these people. You pour into them. You nurture them with your love. Same thing needs to happen for you because you are worth it. So you might be able to see the potential in other people, but there's a sense of being able to see your true potential and work on that and not dim your light. Because once you pour into yourself, you'll see how prosperous you are. And like when you're gonna go into an interview, you, basically you are promoting yourself, but you are just showing them that if you don't choose me, it's your lost opportunity because I have vision. I can expand this this place. I know how to do my job well. Okay? When it comes to love, again, wonderful. For some of you, again, you are at the beginning phase. I did say that the relationship that you're in, the one that, you know, when it's a good one, but I feel like you are enjoying the beginning of a brand new relationship, but everything's going well, right? You're spending time with each other, the sex is banging. Your daughter or your son might like this person. I feel like you're able to see the potential. Let me clarify. But again, some of you are going to get married to that person. So keep on putting the work. I feel like also you're going to see how this person is very helpful. Like whenever you get together, they always want to help you. They always want to assist you. They always want to be of assistance to you. And I feel like you feel very grateful because of that. But at the same time, I feel like some of you don't want to be some kind of a charity case to a person. I also feel like some of you, like let's say you're growing a team, like let's say you have a project and you're growing a team, a group of people to help you with the task. I feel like you're gonna fall in love with your team. Like the people that are in your team are the right people. They can deal with your personality, but they also are able to do the job correctly as you ask them. Let's go back to love, the new beginning of love. I feel like you're probably still in the honeymoon, so sex is pretty. is more than regular. It's actually a whole lot. So be careful not to, you know, be pregnant before you are ready to, or you thought about it. But the Knight of Cups. Ooh, somebody's gonna propose. See, somebody is going to propose. Knight of Cups, and I have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, don't let your pride get in the way, okay? Don't let your pride get in the way of this wonderful relationship. You're just starting to see the good about it, but it's long term in the making at this time, okay? Don't act like this person is gonna hinder your freedom or hinder your independence, because they're not. They're just a little bit more open with their emotions as compared to you. And for some of you, maybe they are a Queen of Wands person. Maybe you are in love at this time, or in a relationship, or even dating another earth, sorry, not an earth, but another fire sign person. They love their freedom too, so they love that about you as well. But for some reason, you're making them a little bit vulnerable, and they're okay with that. They have mushy feelings when it comes to you, and they love that. Okay. So for some of you guys, when it comes to your money, there is money coming in a form of a job. It could be a 9 to 5 job. I feel like for some of you that are working for themselves, I feel like your products are selling like hotcakes at this time, but I feel like you need assistance with promoting your 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 products, your ideas, your services, okay? I feel like you also need help. I heard promoting your ideas. So maybe the Ace of Pentacles is regarding getting seed money, right? So there's a sense of you putting, again, you're putting a team together because you're about to make a presentation showing, how much valuable your project is, and that you need their support. You would love to have their support. You would love to be sponsored by them as well. So let's see how it goes. Can we have more information about that? But I feel like some of you are going to be getting money or a job opportunity pretty soon. Just have to hang in there if you're still looking. I feel like you need to dig deeper and just make your resume super wow. And it's super wow. I mean, you have a bunch of tools, AI tools that you can use to spruce up your resume. You can, adhere it to whatever job positions that you see you can do. And I feel like when it comes to your interview, you just have to do your homework, do the research about the company, state, the things that you're really good at that can be of service within that position. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So when we come to the money, we have the Queen of Pentacles, a resourceful person, fertility, practicality, creature comforts, financial security. I feel like for those people that are having a presentation to get that seed money, or to have that sponsored, or for them to, I don't know, maybe it's to even buy a startup company. I feel like you need to put, there's a lot of earth that keeps coming out, but you need to put in the forefront that this is your baby, right? You need to put in the forefront, like, the care and the nurture and the love. I feel like people need to feel the love that you have for the project, for the team, for any aspects, like, I feel like they need to brag, you know, the people are gonna want to hear your story, your background story, who you are, what you are about, how did you even get started in this? I feel like they need like a day of wildness, like a day that meant that destiny was at hand. I cannot. And we have the King of Pentacles. Like, it's just Earth. There's a lot of money here. A lot of money or a lot of assistance, a lot of prosperity, abundance. So the King of Pentacles, like, ooh, you might get assistance from a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Like you could have assistance from a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy, or it could just be you in the making. Like you are, you are the investment. Okay, at this time. But I feel like, I mean, the Queen and the King are, they are the run that the Earth realm basically. So you'll have assistance from a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Can we have more information about that? Because, or that's what you're gonna become eventually. That's the change. That's the change for you guys, Sagittarius. That's the change that's gonna occur where you are going to become the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles, and you're just going to be attracting all kinds of valuable people in your midst. We have the Temperance energy, and we have the Devil card, which is related to materialism. Um, yeah, I feel like it's a partnership in the making here, right? I feel like this is a partnership that's going to be occurring, coming together. I feel like also the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are are the ones that are assisting you at this time. So for some of you, the Queen of Pentacles could be a mother figure, could be a wife, or again an earth sign, and they are going to help you. Probably you're the kind of person that loves to work too much, right? You put like you get so obsessed that you forget everything else. You don't eat, you don't drink water. Probably you have a bucket to pee in your room. Okay, I know that's extreme, but it's to that extent. So again, that vision could get you in trouble when you're not, when you're dry and you got no food and no water. But again, there's a sense also again when we come to there's the greed energy. It's coming out again when it comes to money. So be careful. Be careful of taking opportunities, or because I know some of you are looking for sponsors or looking for financial opportunities. Be careful of the company that you keep. One, probably it's not really the time to tell them everything when it comes to what you're trying to do, because some people are gonna be jealous about it. They're gonna try to feel like somehow they're gonna try to thwart your they're trying to thwart your ambition, or they're trying to thwart your efforts in some kind of way. Okay, but be careful that the people that you get into business with, that they allow you to have freedom, because that's very important. And that, I don't know, you're gonna have to have a lawyer present as well, like if you do accept. Do your research about the company or the partnership that you're trying to go into. But I feel like they have some kind of stipulations in the contract that might give them more power or more control than you would like to, because again it's about what you value and what you value. So if you don't want them to, there's certain things that goes against your value in that stipulation. So have a lawyer present or someone that really is in the know. Okay, let's have more information about money. Yeah, because you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna be interested in what you have to offer. It's just that you have to be diligent in knowing if your values do match, because it might hold you back in a way. You might fall for some kind of weird trap, and the direction that you wanted to go with your project or even with your team members, it's gonna get all messed up. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So we have the moon and the sun again for money. So for some of you, maybe you're gonna start dreaming about money all of a sudden. God is gonna speak to you through a dream, appearing as like your uncle or your kid, saying, they open a bag and it's just full of money. I mean, it's an example, but I feel like also this is related to the full moon that we just that started out this week as the full moon. So I like the fact that the first word is clarity, because full moon, since you are able to see the whole moon, there's also a sense of clarity that's coming through, and you'll be able to make the right decisions and do the things that you need to do. For some of you, there's a sense. I did talk about. I don't know if I talked about celebration. But yeah, it's almost like this is about there is a light at the end of the tunnel here, right? You might have been drawn to a path. Um, yeah, you were drawn to a certain path, and you can't really make sense of why you've decided to go there, except for probably the love um, that you have for whatever project or whatever job or whatever, maybe even a relationship. But again, we're talking about money, but those things can be intertwined regardless. But I feel like probably you went on a path to become financially independent, or maybe you haven't worked for a long while, and that probably got you into some kind of depression. But then, but then, but then, you decided to dig deeper. So for some of you, this is don't let don't let depression take over your life at this time. Dig deeper, see the powerful being that you are. Okay? Just stay, just start not writing, but saying out loud the best things about you. Could be your crooked ass eyebrow. I don't really care. As long as you mean it with love. Someone needs to hear this, because they have to understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And guess what? There is success, there is joy, celebration, material happiness. The only thing is, don't let your deep emotions trying to trap you into a situation where you know it's not right for you. And also, don't let it trap you into not taking action, right? It's like in scary movies where they have, the monster comes out or the enemy comes out from somewhere, and you're just stuck in fear. So things like that happens at times, but I feel like there's a sense of taking your power back in a situation. But again, if someone has followed the intuition, and it's going to pay off grandly. Okay, so what about health here? Like some of you like to do bike rides in your neighborhood, or what is it like that, um cycle courses. But I feel like it's more like a bike where you're actually enjoying the air. I feel like it's an outside energy, being connected to nature, feeling the sun, seeing the people. Let's clarify. Okay. So for health, we have the Page of Cups energy, a studious kid, a new love dreamer, volunteer work, happy surprise sensitivity. So some of you might be sensitive to food and have to eliminate it altogether or find alternatives. Okay? Find alternatives in strength, confidence, good health. Ooh. So for some of you, this is kind of dirty, but anyways, let's ignore that. Like the Eight of Pentacles, cleaning up should be my forte. But anyways, inner strength, confidence, good health, bravery, focus, and compassion. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, you are at the optimum of your health at this time. You're actually putting in the work. But for some of you, you might be sensitive to certain food. You might develop an allergy. All of a sudden, you might have to go see your doctor. But then again, I feel like when it comes to health, you're gonna need to start focusing more on your feelings and emotions and to regulate that. But I feel like it's more needing to do more meditation, more subconscious work, like trying to um, using affirmations, but not repeating affirmations with no life, with a lifeless tone. Or I feel like it needs to come from within. There's a sense of intention that you need to put of wanting to stay in a good mood all the time because that also help when it comes to your health. Okay, so but for some reason I feel like some of you like you might be exercising with your kid and a kid is a Leo, so they kind of helping you stay active, or maybe because your kid is is a troublemaker, right? And you end up fighting surprises, fighting, I don't know if it's happy surprises, maybe it's happy for them, but this kid keeps you active, which probably you should focus on a good thing. Oh, yeah, I mean, he or she's a troublemaker, but they are keeping me active, and I don't have time to say to become a potato couch. Okay. All right. I am supposed to provide you with an affirmation. Just one moment. This reading is kind of taking longer than expected, but that's all right. I mean, sometimes you have to savor the moment. Okay. What is the affirmation that we have for Sagittarius? I want to call you all kind of words, all kinds of signs. Sorry about that. So I love these cards that I just got because we have affirmations on both sides. So the first one comes with, in the rhythm of your breath, find your center. In the rhythm of your breath, find your center. So probably some of you need to do breath work. In the rhythm of your breath, find your center. Okay, and you get another one. Guided breathing, follow the rhythm of your breath. Follow a guided breathing exercise online, focusing on the rhythm of your breath to calm your mind. So, again, probably it's coming back to that health message, the need to feel centered, the need to feel calm. And I mean, we didn't have any card of stress, but sometimes obsession can make you ignore certain signs about your health. You have to realize that you matter, therefore, you need to nurture yourself. That's why the Queen of Pentacles actually came out. Okay? So, the Queen of Pentacles is assisting the King of Pentacles as well to, this is the wife or mom that's gonna make sure that you ate your food, right? That's gonna make sure that you took a shower. Did you take a shower this morning? You stink. Like people that are gonna give it to you real, right? And if something is overboard, if you're taking like you need to take some time off. So kind of I saw with the devil card energy there was a card Sorry, there was the keyword playfulness, which I didn't get it, but now I do get it with the Page of Cups energy. There's a sense of needing to light things up and to take breaks so that you don't become overly serious. Because aren't you are the sign of laughter, so use that energy as well. Because I feel like ha ha ha, God is amazing. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this is not real laughter, but like ha 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 ha. I don't know. Try to do it, and then focus on the things that you want to bring into your environment. Like it's almost like the Nine of Cups, right? He's happy. Usually it's a man or a woman, but it doesn't matter. She is happy because they actually are counting their blessings. Like, look at all the things that I got. Look at my health. Look at my hair. Look at my nails. Look at my feet. I can walk. Even if you can't walk, oh, I am. It's a wondrous day. I get to sit on my balcony and have coffee. Ooh, summer's about to turn up. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna, you know, yeah, I went too much into that, but okay. So, part two of the reading, even though it's already a whole lot. Okay, we have the Five of Cups, we have the Four Swords. Someone is like, oh shit, I have to go to bed. I feel like you're trying, you're realizing you don't have enough hours in a day to do the things that you want to do. Like, you're like, oh, damn, it's already nighttime. I gotta go to bed now, kind of thing. I feel like for some of you, there's a change that's occurring at this time in your life. Okay, but you're gonna have to take a stand because some of you are a little bit too washy. Is it washy washy? Wishy washy? Wishy washy. You're too wishy washy. Okay, because I feel like some of you are kind of focused a little bit too much on the past or on regrets, things that didn't really work out. Okay, some of you need to get out the home, start a walking routine. The Knight of Cups. Yep. See, it's okay. Yeah, I feel like there's someone that's overly concerned about what they're unable to do within a day. Like you have so much responsibilities, and for some of you, probably you don't have time to call back so and so because you're so busy, and there's a sense of feeling guilty about that and feeling like you need to I need to take some time out. I need to take some time off to spend time with my family, to spend time with my friends. So for some of you, that's what you're gonna do. I feel like you're gonna you're gonna look at your money, you're gonna look at your finance and carve out some time, uh, some well-deserved time to spend time with your loved ones at this time, okay? For some of you, again, I feel like it's again related to being stuck in the past. There's a sense of letting bygones. I feel like someone wants some type of closure. Someone want closure. I don't know if it's you, Sagittarius, or another person. Someone wants closure. Someone wants to say, you want or they want you to say, I'm sorry. Like, but it's not gonna happen, okay? And the only reason why you're doing that is because whatever reason, for whatever reason, is that you're sorry, you're wanting this person back. You're willing to give them a second chance. So you want them to speak out. You want them to say that they care. You want them to say that, I've changed, but it's not true. Okay? So I feel like you were dreaming about some kind of life with this person, okay? With that specific person, you know? But you have to accept who that person is. And that person is a hoe, okay? They're not going to stop sleeping around. They have their own issues, they have their own emotional issues, and they need therapy, okay? They need therapy. So you need to be the king of cups in this energy. You have to have regain your pride, regain your power, put your crown on, and move on. It's not gonna be that quick. It's not gonna be that fast. Of course, you have feelings. You probably love deeply that person, but it's time for you to accept some kind of reality and for you to move on. This person has multiple issues at this time. For some of you, again, there's an offer that's coming when it comes to a job, you know, and and also, yeah, some of you have an offer when it comes to a job, but I feel like some of you changed the way that you were looking at your life, and you are also you change you are paying attention to your feelings and your emotions when it comes to your value system, when it comes to who you are and what your life is about. And I feel like some of you are kind of going back. You're retracing your step when it comes to your upbringing. Because I feel like some of you are wanting to break some kind of pattern that's not needed. I feel like your mom or your dad was part of a third party situation. If for some reason you're trying to figure out how did I get here? How am I how did I ended up taking on this situation as well? But I feel like you also need to understand that your heart is pretty big. It's pretty huge. And I hear like you love unconditionally. However, I feel like if you're staying in this situation, you're just gonna be cleaning up after this person, washing up after this person. Well, I mean, unless, this person cannot do it for themselves, unless it's a kid. But no, for a kid it makes sense, but for a grown adult it does not. That's what I mean. Let's clarify this Five of Cups energy. Yeah, I feel like some of you felt lonely for a while, or this person feels lonely, and probably they were trying to fill some kind of void with sex. Okay. For others of you, there's there's an issue with your liver, drinking too much, or someone is drinking too much. But for others of you, I feel like you moved to a new city, a new country, a new state, new province, wherever. But at this time you are feeling lonely, and well, you're looking for a job. Well, you're focusing on looking for a way to pay. Because for now, for the next 3 months, you got money. But now you're just looking for any opportunities that is suited for you at this time. King Cups energy. Yeah, I feel like I guess for some of you, you have to be the King Cup at this time. You have to focus on your priorities. Okay. Yep. Two cups and the eight of cups. Okay. Yeah. For some of you, when it comes to a certain to that toxic relationship, I feel like you're gonna realize that it's time for you to go. But what you don't know is that this King of Cups person is going towards their happily ever after. So you might think that by holding on to this, you're missing out on something, but you're not. You're actually going toward your happily ever after. I feel like also some of you decided to move away from where you live because of death, because the reason why you were there, it was to be with your person, and now the grief is taking over. It's too much, so you feel like it's time for me. I need a change, and that's why you decided to leave that location altogether. Okay. Yeah, going back to that relationship, I feel like someone is saying they're sorry because they got caught. Okay, saying sorry because they got caught because they were acting all hunky dory, like they were acting like they were the best guy on campus or best woman on campus, and they just, I just keep it moving. It's just that they probably didn't realize that someone in the crowd knew you or that you would be caught. I feel like some of you caught like this person cheating on you or acting untoward with another person on video. And if like it is a shock for some of you, like I feel like someone else or maybe your own self is gonna start saying that you were just you knew what was going on, but you were just closing your eyes on the situation. You didn't want to really pay attention to who you were dealing with. You just wanted to have some kind of peace of mind. But then if you're getting a call from from someone that you know, from your friend, imagine the embarrassment at this time. So for some of you, I feel like it's almost like a blow to your, like I feel like blow to the pride goes both ways. Whoever you're dealing with, again, talking about the person that got caught, whoever you dealt with, it's a blow to their pride because they got caught. They're not really sorry. They're just sorry that they got caught. But I also feel like it's a blow to your pride as well because people now are talking about it, or someone knows something someone knows something about your relationship that you don't know. But I feel like it's almost like it's like a tower moment that needed to happen because you were sweeping a lot of things under the rug at this time. You know, Empress energy and the moon. Yeah, I feel like some of you are is also going to receive a phone call from one of the I wanted to say chicken heads. Do we still use that? You are going to be receiving a call from one of the conquest, and I feel like and I feel sorry about that because all the things that they're gonna see is just gonna keep hurting you. It's not gonna be about your pride anymore. You're just gonna feel like the sword. I feel like the sword is kind of coming into you, like every words that's been said, it's just hurting you even more. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So the Two of Pentacles is it's almost like that song, What's going on? What's going on? So I feel like it's almost like there's a sense of needing to regroup yourself due to the emotional disappointment that you have at this time when it comes to this relationship. You're going to need to look at your options at this time because you're going to need to look at the options, but you're also going to have to look at the receipts as to what happened before. I feel like even if anybody's um telling telling you not to do it because it might hurt more, I feel like you're just really ready to unpack and to actually find all the receipts. But that sucks, but that needs to be. It needs to happen. And also this person is going to have the nerve to ask you for money. Are you serious? That's crazy. Anyways, I feel like some of you are going to pretend that you don't know. And you're just going to act as if you are Miss Loverboy, Lover Girl. But I believe it's going to be, I believe that it's an act because you're coming up with a plan, or there's a plan that needs to come about. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna, have a little grouping with your girlfriends or with your men friends or whoever, even, family members, and you're gonna come up with a plan to move out. But I feel like because the Seven of Cups is showing up here with the Three of Cups, I feel like you're gonna need to take some time off for yourself. Some of you are gonna pretend like you're going out with your friends, but in reality, you're kind of moving out. You're moving yourself out while this person is going to work little by little so that they don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I saw the drinking thing here. I had to speak about it. Two of Pentacles. Can we get five? Yeah, because that's the advice. I mean, now you know the story, right? Now you know now you know what the true story is between you and this person. What are you gonna do about it? The Page of Swords trying to Page of Swords is usually about warnings, but are you gonna hang on? Are you gonna hold on to this relationship, Sagittarius? Can we clarify this Nine of Cups? Because yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think you're gonna get some kind of revenge. You're not staying around. Good, because this is two can play that game. Is it gonna be two can play that game? I cheat, but I still stay in that relationship. I don't recall the movie and what happened in the end, but I feel like I feel like out of pride you're gonna say I got options too. But what kind of like what are you fighting for here? Okay. Can we clarify this Nine of Cups again? Ooh, it's an hour? Oh my God. Oh, yes. Thank you. You gonna make the right decisions. Why? Because you value yourself. You're worthy. And this is the death card. Someone was using you to step up or just for basic needs. Someone was not willing to take control of their life, but you are. You're the Nine of Pentacles, Sagittarius. And once you're done with this person, there will be an opportunity because you value yourself. There will be an opportunity for you to get the Ten of Pentacles, meaning that you're gonna have loyal, respectful people in your life. But don't be in a hurry, right? Don't be in a hurry to just go on a new relationship if you're feeling like that, because you're gonna have to deal with that. You're probably gonna need the help of your friends at this time. So, can we have one last advice? I'm just gonna, just one moment. The longest reading ever. Okay, so I'm taking an affirmation for you, Sagittarius, because some of you are going through some things. So, there's two, okay? Patience. With, un- with unwavering patience, and navigate the path toward my goals. Understanding that genuine success requires time and dedicated effort. I wholeheartedly trust in the transformative power of the journey, allowing it to unfold at its own pace. So, in all honesty, I didn't think that it was going to go into relationship mode, okay? But, I mean, it is what it is. Resilience. I never let failures or difficulties discourage me. Instead, they only make me more determined to reach my goals. I see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Every time I face a step back, I bounce back stronger and more motivated. It fuels my determination to keep pushing forward towards my dream. I like how, with the patience affirmation, something is growing or something is being provided to you. And I feel like here it's almost like in a flash. Like for some of you, you're gonna need to dig deeper again and rely on your resilience because things are gonna happen pretty quickly. Just one last affirmation for you guys because I believe you do need it. Oh, alignment with abundance. I consciously align I consciously align myself with the limitless abundance of the universe. Think about that. Wholeheartedly embracing success and prosperity as my inherent birthrights. I release all self imposed limitations, allowing my potential to expand boundlessly in alignment with my dreams. So basically, there's no need for you to stay in a situation that you don't want, especially when you are aligned with abundance, affecting all areas of your life. So you might be weary, you might be tired. Give it up to God, give it up to the universe, and start accepting what you're meant to have and what you're meant to be. We'll talk soon, Sagittarius. Bye.